Yo, what's going on, guys? My name is Chandler, the Geek Slays, and welcome back to the Scuffed Ass Podcast, episode 98. Today, we're back with Jake Talk Sports. How you doing, my friend?
I'm doing pretty okay. How about you?
I'm alive, which I guess is something.
There you go.
Not feeling the best, but it is what it is. We'll get through it.
We'll power through it. Yep.
Mine is not COVID, I'm sure. I've taken a couple of tests, and all of them have came back negative, so feeling good about that. I just feel like shit, so yeah. So today we're going to talk about how awful the Pro Bowl is. These Pro Bowl rosters are just stupid, man.
There's so much wrong with it.
All right. So, do you have the rosters up? Which ones are you looking at?
I do.
All right, you want to go ahead?
I'm on Sporting News.
Oh, you're on Sporting News. I'm just on NFL.com. Do you want to go AFC or NFC first?
I'm more upset about the AFC stuff, so let's go AFC first.
Okay, let's go AFC. Let's start at the quarterback position, obviously. Justin Herbert, I think we're fine with. I think everybody in the world is fine with
Justin Herbert. Mm-hmm.
Patty Mahomes is interesting.
I'm not entirely sure about that. I am more okay with him than the other one.
For sure.
But Mahomes, he's only in the Pro Bowl because he's a fan favorite.
100%.
Stats-wise, I don't think he compares to like Allen or Burrow. I can't imagine he has more touchdowns than either of those two guys.
So I'm looking at it right now. He's completing 66% of his passes, 4,300 yards, 33 touchdowns, 13 picks. Let's go to Josh
definitely
Allen.
More than Burrow. Only has 4,100 something yards.
Josh Allen is completing 65% of his passes for only 4,048 yards, one more touchdown, one less interception. So, I mean, there's a 300-yard difference, but a touchdown and an interception difference. But I don't know. Everybody's been ragging on Josh Allen all year for how he's played because he's had some very awful games. But I guess so is Mahomes. It's tough.
Yeah.
And then Joey B.
Joe Burrow, I think, is thrown for 4,100 yards.
4,165, 30 touchdowns, 14 picks. So Mahomes, I guess, does have better numbers than Burrow, except for completion percentage. So I think the only real argument I have is Lamar shouldn't be a Pro Bowler.
Oh no. I would put Allen over Burrow over him in a heartbeat.
I love Lamar. I'm a big Lamar guy.
I like Lamar, but
not only has he not played spectacular this year, he just also hasn't been on the field.
Yeah, he's been either hurt with his ankle. I think he's had COVID. Tyler Huntley has been putting up the same stats as him in games. Because this year he's only completing 64% of his passes, 2,882 yards, 16 touchdowns to 13 picks.
Yeah.
Which makes those are not Pro Bowl numbers.
Not really. No.
We just talked about Allen and Joey B, who both have tremendously better stats than him, and are both, quite frankly, maybe not Burrow, but I think Josh Allen's a more exciting player than Lamar is, just because Josh Allen's so energetic. But I don't know.
I think for the Pro Bowl this
just
year,
a fan vote.
How does NFL?
Is there any actual deliberation besides fans voting?
I don't know. Let's see. Let's pull up this article right here. Pro Bowl players are determined by the consensus votes of fans, players, and coaches. Each group's vote counted for 1/3. towards determining the 88 All-Star players who were selected to the Pro Bowl. So,
Okay.
fans, coaches, and players.
I guarantee that Lamar Jackson was probably one of the highest fan-voted players.
But see, it's the fan vote, and then, I mean, the players, you know how it's going to go. You're just voting your own fucking teammates.
Right,
Or
like,
just your
literally-
boys. That's just how it's going to go.
Yeah, like the entire Ravens team, the 51 other people on that team could have all gone in and just voted for Lamar.
Right.
They like Lamar.
Right.
Same thing with Mahomes or Herbert. Those guys deserve it, but like it's the same thing.
Right.
Like it's kind of weird.
I think Joey B, because of, I think Joey B deserves the Pro Bowl vote more. Stats wise, I mean, him and Allen are close. Allen's are a little bit better. I get that. But I think, look at where their teams were supposed to be. Look who's performing better, truly. Josh Allen was supposed to be the 1 seed in the AFC. He might be a wild card. A week ago, we were talking about him missing the playoffs.
Allen was like, and Josh Allen was like the far and away odds-on favorite to win MVP before the year.
Right. And
everybody
Joe
was
Burrow
hyping him up into the new
and
contract.
the Bengals weren't even supposed to be good. Like, we all thought they're the worst team in their division.
People were projecting them to lose the AFC North.
Yeah, and they're about to win it. So, I mean, Joe Burrow deserves to be in the Pro Bowl, maybe more than any of the other three guys outside of Justin Herbert.
So that's the question, right? If one of these three AFC guys makes the Super Bowl, which is entirely possible, do you think it's Burrow who gets in over
It's gotta
Allen?
be, right?
That's what we think, but just looking at like logistically,
No, it's probably
going to
be Josh Allen.
Because they'll probably go by who received more votes originally.
Right,
That
it's
has to be
probably Josh Allen. It's probably Josh Allen.
I feel like if one of these guys, which is probably Mahomes or bust for one of these guys making the Super Bowl.
Yeah. At this point, the Chargers aren't even currently in the playoffs. The Ravens might miss.
They're sitting behind the Dolphins.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But I do think that Joe Burrow or Josh Allen, I would take either over Lamar.
I think I want them both in, honestly. I could have done without having Patty Mahomes in the Pro Bowl. I don't think it takes away anything from Patty Mahomes for him to miss a Pro Bowl. You know?
Mm-hmm. And also, I don't think I would entirely hate having 4 quarterbacks. Because then you could just do what the Pro Bowl does and just play one quarter.
Yeah.
That's kind of how the Pro Bowl works. Here's my question for you.
Okay.
Which of these 3 guys for the AFC do you think is going to be named the starter?
That's already been announced. It's Justin Herbert.
Oh, it's Herbert? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if that was announced or not.
At least NFL.com has the little
I want to look at the NFL.com one.
NFL.com has the little star thing next to their name that says it denotes starter. So Justin Herbert is your AFC Pro Bowl starter, and I agree with that. I think Herbert's deserving very much. He's played lights out all year.
100%.
I mean, 100%. Yeah, they just got smoked by the Texans, which doesn't look great, but I'm not willing to put that on Herbert.
I mean, he did throw a pick six at the end of the game, but their run defense, their run defense is terrible.
Yeah.
And they let Rex Burkhead run all over him. So
yeah,
I do not necessarily trust. I
mean, he's still completed 77% of his passes, 330 yards, a 92.1 passer rating. Like, he wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Like, it just wasn't their day.
Yeah. It's the NFL just, it's any given Sunday this year.
100%.
Anybody can beat anybody. There's
100%.
literally been no team that has won every game that they should have won.
Right.
Except for maybe the Packers.
Nope, because they lost to the Saints.
They should have won.
And they lost to the Vikings, who they should beat. They're going to lose to
the Packers really well.
That's true. And they're going to lose to the Vikings again on Sunday.
They probably will. I wouldn't be
hope.
surprised. It is prime time in Lambeau, and So, and it's in December, so I'm not entirely scared. But also,
I was going to say, that's the problem for us. It's prime time in Lambeau, and we have Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, dude. It's Kellen Mond time. See what he's got.
It really is. It's Kellen Mond time. I've only been saying that.
Running backs for the AFC, I don't hate.
I don't either. I do.
Nick Chubb.
Yeah, I was going to say, I kind of want to argue Nick Chubb, but it's hard to figure out who I'd put in there.
Yeah, who else are you going to put in? That's the thing.
Like.
Trying to think of who's healthy.
Yeah, well, it's not just healthy. It's the fact that what is his Nick Chubb is still ranked as high as he is in yards is insane with how many games he's missed. Same with Derrick Henry. The fact that Derrick Henry's ranked in 6th and he played 8 games. Dude was going to rush for 3,000 yards this year.
Yeah. There would be no debate about the best running back in football if Henry was still healthy.
Right. But, I mean, Jonathan Taylor, Joe Mixon, and Nick Chubb are 1, 2, and 3 in rushing yards this year. So, I mean... And
I really don't know who else you'd put in. I really don't.
I mean, I've seen people argue Najee, but he's averaging 3.7 yards a carry. Chubb's averaging 5.5. Like... Najee is putting up big numbers because he's getting a ton of carries. Najee has 61 more carries than Nick Chubb and like 300 less yards. That's not great.
Najee's kind of just run for 3 or 4 yards a run.
Yeah,
Nick Chubb's
he's
probably
the workhorse
pure
100%.
runner in the NFL.
Yeah.
He's the best. Nick Chubb is the best pure runner in the NFL, so he'll just kind of outrun, swerve people. But I don't really see who else we'd put in.
I mean, Damian Harris in New England is intriguing. I mean, I think he's 3rd in touchdowns this year, maybe 4th. But I don't know. Nick Chubb not only is a fan favorite, he's still, even with missing 3 or 4 games at this point, he still has the numbers to back up the Pro Bowl nod, so you got to give it to him, I think.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I don't really have an argument with the running
definitely, backs. The running backs are the least of our problems with this AFC roster. So.
Yeah. All right, on to the wide receivers in the AFC.
I got some beef with the Keenan Allen pick.
Really? Okay. Tell me your beef.
Keenan Allen really? I don't think Keenan Allen's really all that great this year, is he? I mean, I know that he is probably close to being the best route runner in the NFL. It's another situation where I don't really know who I'd put in over him. Maybe A.J. Brown if he'd been healthy. But I don't like the Keenan Allen pick.
Let me look at something here. I'm looking at the receiving leaders. I don't really know what to base this off of. I'm gonna sort by yards to start here. So we got
he's having a 1,000-yard season.
Tyreek Hill has. I mean, he has the stats to back up a Pro Bowl nod. That's fine. Keenan Allen is technically in AFC rankings yards-wise, at least. He's 2nd. He's 6th overall, but he's 2nd in the AFC in yards. Season. 96 catches.
The 5 touchdowns is a little shaky.
5 touchdowns is a little shaky. Why is Jalen Waddle not a Pro Bowler? Okay. That's here are my 2 problems with this list. My 2 problems are probably going to shock you. It's Jamar and Stephon Diggs.
Stephon Diggs, I don't hate as much as Jamar, probably.
Diggs, I hate. Diggs doesn't have Jamar 90 Chase catches, under 10 touchdowns. Jamar, I mean, he only has 68 catches, but 1,200 yards and 10 touchdowns. I kind of get that one. The receptions is a little
Chase has
low.
The numbers.
But Jalen Waddle,
kind of
96 catches, 941 yards, 5 touchdowns. Deontay Johnson, 92 catches, over 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns.
Deontay should have been in.
Hunter Renfrow. I mean, those 3 guys all have better stats than Diggs by a lot.
The thing is, when it comes to Jalen Waddle, you have to think about the way he's being used in Miami.
That's fair. Fair.
He's like the Cooper Kupp of the AFC.
Right.
He just kind of runs little short routes and could stump off passes. I love Jalen Waddle. He's going to be great. I think he's at least top 3 in their wide receiver class. He might even be better than Jamar Chase when it comes down to it. But Jalen Waddle, I think they probably he just doesn't get as much coverage or press as the other guys. So that's probably a big part of it too. Is when it comes to the fan vote, not a lot of people hear positive things about Jalen Waddle. Nobody talks about him. He's on the Dolphins.
Well, and I think the biggest difference now, Jamar Chase has taken a step back. And I don't think that's because he's bad or anything. I think it's because now he's drawing what no other rookie receiver is. And that's the attention of being a number 1 wide receiver. Jalen Waddle's not drawing that yet. Devonta Smith isn't drawing that yet.
That's the thing. And that's the thing. Because, Jamar Chase, the Bengals wide receiver core is very good.
Yes.
T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd are completely serviceable options. So Joe Burrow sees anything he doesn't like about Jamar Chase's coverage or the way he's being covered or his route, he's not even going to look that way.
Yeah.
The more he gets double teamed and draws attention, the more he's just going to look to his other 2. And C.J. Uzomah, their tight end's good too.
Right.
So it's like Jamar Chase is full of a lot more talent, whereas Jalen Waddle, you got Devontae Parker and Will Fuller. Will Fuller has been on IR the whole year. Devonta Smith, you have Jalen Reagor and people like that.
Yeah.
They guys are the only options on their team.
Right. So, it's...
The Stephon Diggs one, I don't...
Diggs, it's 100% because he's a fan favorite.
People like him.
Yeah.
People just like Stephon Diggs.
Keenan Allen,
coaches and players like him too.
Keenan Allen is very deserving. I get the touchdown numbers aren't there, but I don't think touchdowns are the biggest requirement for wide receivers. If they were, shit.
See, here's the thing. Keenan Allen, I think, is the most genuine selection on here.
Yeah.
Because he ranks last out of fan popularity out of these 4 guys, 100%.
Yeah.
That means that he dominated probably the players and the coaches, people who actually know football, know football. I feel like Keenan Allen might be the most genuine selection here.
Yeah.
I'm not entirely happy about the pick just because he hasn't done too much this year. But when it comes to Stephon Diggs and Jamar Chase, he's definitely more genuinely deserving of that than those 2 are probably.
Right. Yeah, the receiving group is weird though because it's Jamar. It's hard to leave off because of how dominant he was.
Why is Jamar Chase a starter? Why is he a starter?
Because he won fan voting.
I think I would start him over.
He won fan voting.
Oh.
That's got to be what it is. I think it's top vote getter gets starter.
Oh.
I think.
Oh. Fun. Because if it was based off of skill, I would put Diggs or Allen probably over him for a starter.
Sure.
But yeah.
Tight ends. Tight ends I don't have a single problem with for the AFC.
There's literally no other deserving tight ends in the AFC.
I also love that Mark Andrews is the starter because he deserves it more than Travis Kelce does this year.
Right.
Mark Andrews has been a different animal.
But let's assume that there was 3 tight ends. Who is the third one getting in here? Who else? What is it? Mike Gesicki? Is it I don't even know.
Well, let's. I'm gonna look at something here. Let's see. I want to find.
I can't really name that many good AFC tight ends besides Andrews and Kelce.
I'm trying to find a list of tight ends. There are a bunch of good AFC tight ends. Really.
Darren Waller's been hurt.
C.J. Uzomah could have been a guy.
I feel like CJ Uzomah might have been in it. Dawson Knox maybe.
Noah Fant could have been.
These two guys are just so far above anybody else.
They really
there's
are.
No argument. Mark Andrews is so underrated.
Yeah, Dawson Knox. You might have mentioned him just a second ago. Mike Gesicki's been playing well. Hunter Henry has like 9 touchdowns this year, so I could see him as that guy.
Having a sneaky good season, yeah.
Yes, he is. David Njoku, maybe.
Too.
I don't think Tim Tebow should be in the conversation at all.
David Njoku's up and down though.
That's true. Yikes. I mean, the tight end position throughout the entire NFL is kind of tough.
Yeah, there's only really a
handful of
there's only really
tier
4
tight ends.
consistently good and healthy tight ends, and those are the 4 that got into the Pro Bowl on each side. So,
yeah, offensive linemen, I don't like.
When it comes to the tackles for the AFC, Rashawn Slater's the only one I agree with.
Yeah, I agree.
I know Brown has not been that good.
No, he hasn't. And Deion Dawkins hasn't been good either.
The Bills' offensive line consistently leaves Josh Allen out to dry.
Always.
Like, there is no shot that one of them's a Pro Bowler. That offensive line is horrendous.
Right? It's awful. And it just doesn't matter. Like,
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not very versed in tackles. I'm not really sure who else would have gotten in.
So I'm trying to think of who's been super good this year. But
I can name linemen, I just can't remember if they're tackles or guards.
I'm trying to remember. I had a list established, and then I don't know what the hell I did with it, because... Shut up. So I'm looking, and I mean, it's easier for me to name the NFC guys.
Yeah.
Because the NFC
I think of AFC teams who have a good O-line.
Right. I mean, Trent Brown on the Patriots could be a guy, or even Isaiah Wynn. I'd have to look more into how they've played all year. But, I mean, those are 2 guys who... The Patriots O-line's been dominant all year. So, it's easy to argue that they deserve to be there. Man, it's tough. But I'm just trying to think of... I don't know why I can't think of any tackles right now off the top of my head. Bugging the hell out of me. But I don't know. The offensive line one, I think people just go with big names that they recognize.
100%, yeah. When it comes to fan, yeah.
I mean, I'm shocked David Bakhtiari didn't get voted to the Pro Bowl somehow.
Hasn't played a snap.
No, but he is a fan favorite.
True.
I mean, it's tough.
Here's the thing. I'm looking at an offensive tackle rating, like the best 32.
Yeah.
And an AFC 1 doesn't show up until
number 5, and it's Ronnie Stanley. Are you looking at PFF's preseason ranking?
Yeah, I'm not sure how much I trust PFF.
So I hate PFF. I don't hate the way they do offensive lineman rankings.
Offensive linemen. Their offensive linemen are good.
They normally do okay with offensive line rankings.
100%.
So, but my biggest problem with PFF, if we're being honest, is they don't tell you how they're grading players out. Oh, according to PFF, though, the 3rd ranked tackle in their grading system is Michael Onwenu, whatever. The Patriots tackle. He was a guard last year. They moved him to tackle.
He's good. Did you know?
Trent Brown again. And then these rankings are all locked because I refuse to pay for PFF. So.
Yeah, I'm not paying for PFF.
No, not even a little bit, not even at all. But I think if I genuinely sat down, looked at every team's tape, Orlando Brown and Deion Dawkins wouldn't be in the top 20 for tackles.
Yeah, no. I don't agree with that decision at all.
No.
Guards I'm okay with.
Guards, yeah, I think I'm fine with. Quentin Nelson, obviously. Bitonio and Teller have been good all year. Center, I don't know which one you remove, but you're cutting one of them. Creed Humphrey deserves to be in. He's been the best center all year.
You're getting rid of one for Creed Humphrey there.
I say you get rid of Ryan Kelly just because his initials are R. Kelly and terrible person. So get him out of there. Put in Creed Humphrey.
Throw him out, yeah. Dude. Yeah, Creed Humphrey is the best center in football.
He has been all year.
He's a rookie, so there's really no reason why he A, shouldn't win Offensive Rookie of the Year, and B, shouldn't be in the Pro Bowl.
Right.
There's no reason for either of those two things. But they would never give it to an O-lineman.
Hey, the Browns have signed kicker Chris Blewett to the practice squad. Because the Browns like to blow it.
Playing for Washington.
Yeah.
When the Packers beat him.
Yeah, he blew it.
He did blow it. I got some beef with the fullback, though, let me tell you.
You're not a fan of Patrick Ricard?
I love Pat Ricard.
Okay.
I can't even name another fullback in the AFC.
No, because, I can name like 3 teams that use a fullback. It's
the Vikings, the Ravens,
and the Niners. That's it.
Niners.
That's it. So I'm fine with Patty Ricard because I don't know another fullback in the AFC.
Let's just move on to the defense.
Yeah,
we don't know fullbacks.
Defensive ends, I'm perfectly fine with. I love all 3.
I think I would maybe put Trey Hendrickson as a starter over Max Crosby.
I don't know.
Trey Hendrickson's so good.
Max Crosby has been so good all year, though.
They're both so good. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
I want to look. What's the statistical differences here? Max Crosby
Trey Hendrickson has more sacks. Max Crosby does not get sacks.
Well, I don't know if it's that far off, though. It might be. So this year, Max Crosby has apparently 4 passes defended, so that's interesting. 6 sacks. Wow, that's less than I thought.
Hendrickson has a 10-game streak of having them, so he has at least 1 in the past 10 games.
He's got 46 tackles, but 26 QB hits. Trey Hendrickson is rocking 14 sacks, so 8 more. Less tackles, but less QB hits. So Crosby's getting pressure. He's just not getting the sacks.
Crosby's getting there. He's just not getting the numbers, yeah.
Damn. But I mean, I get it. I could see starting Hendrickson. I wouldn't have a problem with that. They're both there, and I think they're both
I would
deserving.
start all 3 of them if I could, but
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Interior linemen in the AFC, I don't think.
Has Buckner really been that good this year?
I mean, the Colts' defense as a whole has been that good, and I feel like he's a ginormous part of it.
I'm sure he is.
I mean, he's got 3 forced fumbles, 6.5 sacks, 57 tackles, 8 tackles for loss, 16 QB hits.
It's not terrible.
No. But it also doesn't feel that great either. You know?
I don't think his stats are better than Chris Jones or Cameron Hayward's.
Advanced defense. What do we see in? I don't know, man. It's so tough with interior defensive linemen because their impact is so much more than how many sacks do they get? How much pressure are they creating? Because it's also, how many double teams do they draw that are opening up, a guy on the edge to face a single blocker who then goes and gets the sack. Where's the assist category for your defensive tackle?
So, I'm sorry, I'm just seeing this on Instagram now. You saw the Adam Thielen news?
Yeah, Adam Thielen's out for the season.
Yep. Thank you.
Yeah, you're less scared of us now. But you shouldn't be. KJ Osborne's going to have a career day.
Yeah, but Jair's coming back.
Yeah, cool. He's going to be on Justin Jefferson, so KJ Osborne's going to burn
put
you.
him on KJ Osborne.
Ah, there you go.
KJ Osborne.
Yeah. Leave Eric Stokes to guard Justin Jefferson. That's going to go so good.
Hey, Eric Stokes is fast.
I don't care.
He's fast. Fast.
Justin Jefferson will give him a double move that'll leave Stokes on his ass.
Dude, he'll be fine.
He won't be fine. Actually, he will be fine because Kirk will just miss the throw any fucking ways.
Yeah. We'll put Aaron Rodgers on Justin Jefferson. We'll have him play both ways.
Ah, there you go. I think JJ can outrun Aaron Rodgers. I think. Maybe not, but...
Are we sure?
Yeah,
are we sure?
I'm pretty sure, bro. I'm pretty sure. But I don't think I have a problem with any of those three interior linemen.
No.
Nope. I don't, mostly because I can't think of anyone who deserves it more.
No, not really. Yeah.
So
I can think of some guys, but none of them are better than those three. So
right. Outside linebacker TJ and Joey are kind of obvious. Matt Judon has had a good year, but I didn't think he was going to be a Pro Bowler.
So good. I mean,
I just didn't see the people voting for him. I don't know either, but I just...
People like Matt Judon. Matt Judon's a fan favorite. People like him a lot. He's got a good personality. Yeah, these guys are all good.
Yeah. And
I did not know Joey Bosa was a linebacker. I definitely thought he was a defensive end.
That's because there needs to be a new category. Like, you got defensive ends, fine. You got interior linemen, you got outside linebacker, you got inside linebacker. There needs to be just an edge position. Because TJ Watt and Joey Bosa are not linebackers. I refuse to accept that.
But Micah Parsons is.
Right.
So he's kind of on, the separate category.
Right. Like, Joey Bosa and TJ Watt need their own category. They are edge rushers. When TJ, yes, I hate the...
cannot list them as linebackers.
No.
I don't think I've ever seen Joey Bosa drop into coverage.
No, TJ Watt has 30 snaps all season where he hasn't dropped into coverage. Where he hasn't rushed the passer, I mean. So whether that be dropping into coverage or playing run lanes, whatever, only 30 snaps. You are not a linebacker then. You're just not. That's not what linebackers do. Khalil Mack and Von Miller are listed as linebackers. You're not. Chandler Jones, not a linebacker. But that's what they're listed as, and it bugs me.
I don't know why Joey Bosa is. I really don't.
I don't either.
I think TJ Watt's more of a linebacker than Joey Bosa is. Because Joey Bosa literally just lines up at defensive end and plays defensive end. He doesn't do anything else.
That's kind of the biggest problem with the 3-4 defense, though.
Yeah, true.
That's what it's done. But I don't have a problem with it, I guess. If that's the position they're classified as.
I also feel like Matt Judon's the same way. He doesn't really cover that much.
Yeah. So, yeah. It's
inside
stupid.
Linebackers.
Darius Leonard deserves it. He leads the league in tackles. That's it. He's the Raiders' middle linebacker. He leads the league in tackles. That's it. That's all. That's why he's...
Nobody else? Is there nobody else?
He leads the league in tackles. He deserves to be a Pro Bowler.
Are you saying that sarcastically?
Yes.
Or are you saying that
I'm saying that sarcastically.
Okay. good.
Like, okay,
No,
so
dude.
Denzel Perryman, right? This season. Here's his numbers for the season, right? As a middle linebacker who you expect in pass coverage, he's got 3 passes defended, 0 sacks, 0 forced fumbles, 2 fumble recoveries, sorry. But he has 138 tackles, 5 tackles for loss. So, Pro Bowl numbers right there. What the fuck? How is he a Pro Bowl? Pro Bowler.
Don't ask me, dude. Don't ask me.
Like, were people just looking up linebackers and they're like, what, the number of tackles they got and going, yeah, that's the guy. I mean, I get it.
Pretty much.
There's not a ton of good middle linebackers in the AFC. Most of the best linebackers are in the NFC. But, I mean...
Yeah.
I mean, it's really tough to figure out. I guess Miles Jack fits. Could have been him.
Miles Jack, I think, would have probably been a better choice. I think just because he plays for the Jaguars, people don't really assume that he's good.
Right. Okay, and my biggest one that I would have rather seen is Logan Wilson. Middle linebacker for the Bengals.
Wilson's good.
Logan Wilson has taken huge steps this year from where he did last year.
Isn't Zach Cunningham pretty good too?
No idea. Maybe. But Logan Wilson has 4 interceptions so far this year. A forced fumble, 4 passes defended, 1 sack, 92 tackles, 5 tackles for loss, QB hit. Like, I don't know. He just feels more deserving than we're just going to vote this guy because he leads the league in tackles. Because, I mean, watch Denzel Perryman. He's not good.
The Pro Bowl is it's a numbers game. It's a numbers game.
I mean, I guess, man. I guess.
Denzel Perryman does not deserve to be a Pro Bowler, though.
Not really, no. Corners, I don't have a problem with. Don't know if you do, but I agree with all of those.
J.C. Jackson and Xavier Howard are good for the starters. Denzel Ward's good. Kenny Moore's really underrated. Kenny Moore's really good ball hawk.
Yep.
I also don't hate the free safety with Kevin Byard.
Why is there only one free safety vote, though?
I feel like it's because there's 2 strong safeties.
Yeah, but why can't there just be 2 of each?
That's a good question.
Like,
I really don't know.
What? That seems so dumb to me, but it's fine.
And the strong safeties are good too.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm trying to think.
I don't really know about Derwin James starting over Tyrann though.
Again,
goofy.
It's fan vote, I think, but.
Right, but like I feel like if it was fan vote, Tyrann would be the starter. I feel like though.
I don't think so.
Like
Everyone loves Derwin James, man. Derwin's on a whole other level.
I feel like Derwin James should be getting more deep boy talk. I know he won't win it, and he shouldn't win it, but I think he should be getting more.
Absolutely.
He is.
But I'm fine with the safeties. Long snapper, sure.
Hate it.
Okay. Who do you think should be the AFC long snapper then?
Brian Ferguson from the Dolphins.
Okay.
He's the only other long snapper I know.
Okay.
But I think he's actually kind of good.
Okay. Sure.
Punter.
Okay.
Sure. Why not AJ Cole? Justin Tucker is the obvious pick for kicker.
Yep. Return specialist Devin Duvernay, I'm absolutely fine with.
What do they mean by special teamer?
I don't.
What is that?
Like, it's the award that was invented so Matthew Slater could make a Pro Bowl every year.
That's what it is. It's just the Matthew Slater category.
It really is, man. I think Slater's like a 10-time Pro Bowler because of that or some bullshit.
Dude, because the funniest this is a very funny story. My college floor league, we were doing our draft. And some guy on our floor who does not know football, but he won the draft. He used his second-round pick on Matthew Slater.
Why?
He's listed as a wide receiver.
Oh no.
And we're just like, this guy doesn't do anything, but he plays special teams. I don't even know what he does.
Oh shit.
Like, I don't know what he does. I don't understand.
Yeah, man.
Matthew Slater, dude, 10-time Pro Bowler, Hall of Famer, 100%.
He's gonna have to be. I mean, they made a thing for him. Like, they made a category for dude.
Do they even have the special?
He's
oh my god! In the NFC?
He's a 9-time Pro Bowler, 2-time All-Pro, 3-time Super Bowl champ. He's a Hall of Famer. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. He has to be. Oh my god! I love his stats, man. His career stats are great.
Does he have any catches?
Yeah.
One catch in his career.
No,
he had one catch in 2011 for 46 yards.
One catch for 46 yards. What?
No touchdowns.
He also has 2 carries for 11 yards. Don't forget about his 2 carries.
Dude, guy's such a legend.
Dude's a legend, bro. Dude's a legend.
Yeah.
I love how his regular stats are listed as defense and fumbles.
Not even like listed like to have played in every game so far this year. This is wonky.
That's insane, dude.
This guy just gets into the Pro Bowl because they made a category for him.
Pretty much.
Tough.
Dude.
Does he even show up? Like,
I don't know. Well, probably not. Most of the time, he's in the Super Bowl.
Probably just like, yeah, Matthew, you don't have to come. We're just gonna put you on the roster.
Yeah, right. Dude, he gets to retire and say, "I am a 10-time Pro Bowler, 3-time All-Pro,
2-time Super Bowl champ,
3-time Super Bowl champ,
3-time Super Bowl champ." My bad.
Got them 3 rings. Oh my god.
He's the only reason they have those 3 rings.
Okay, I gotta look. I'm
Matthew
spoiling it
Slater.
early. Oh, the special teamer for the NFC.
Is it
J.T. Gray from the Saints?
I don't know who that is.
I have no idea.
I don't know who that is.
He's just some guy.
Matthew Slater? Is he just a Matthew Slater?
Apparently.
The NFC?
Only he's a defensive back, not a.
Dude, he doesn't even have his own Google related stats.
Oof. In his career, he's never started a game.
Nice.
45 tackles, 1 pass defended. There you go.
This guy's a Pro Bowler, if you ask me.
Dude's a pro. For sure.
He is 100%.
Congrats. All right, let's move on to the real parts of the NFC. The NFC quarterbacks.
Completely fine.
Are they?
Completely fine. Rodgers and Murray.
Does Kyler deserve to be there? Does he?
I will not abandon my post on the Kyler Murray fan base. So no. I mean, yes, he does deserve to be there.
Okay,
sorry,
so
I almost got myself there.
Here's the thing. I just spelled his name Killer. Okay, Killer Murray.
My question is, who else?
Stafford, Dak, technically Kirk Cousins if you're going off stats.
Dak's been iffy. That defense is carrying that offense. Not again in the Washington game, but that defense for the most part has been the source of that team's success this year. Dak's been iffy.
Kyler missed what? 3 games technically, 4 weeks, but 3 games.
They did win every game he missed, I think.
They at least won one of them. No, because they got blown out by the Cardinals or the Panthers. I mean, so I know they lost one.
Beat the Seahawks and they beat.
But I mean, he only has 21 touchdowns to 10 picks. 3,200
I mean,
yards.
that's not including his rushing stats.
No. But I think...
When it comes to the fan voting, Kyler Murray was an obvious choice.
Right. I mean, I get...
Everybody loves Kyler.
I get that. But Stafford has over 1,000 yards more than him, 15 more touchdowns, and only 3 more interceptions. Stafford deserves to be in over Kyler. 100%. 100%.
Yeah. Can't abandon my post.
No, I get that. Whatever. I have the one post I couldn't abandon either, but I don't know, man. It doesn't... Kyler started off the season very hot, and that is all that played into the Pro Bowl voting. Nobody... That's the thing I hate about the Pro Bowl voting being over by, what was it? Like, it ended in, like, week 13, 14? That's dumb.
Something like that, yeah.
That's dumb.
Like that.
That's terrible. Because, I'm sorry, if it ended after week 18, like right before the wild card game, Kyler Murray wouldn't have made it. Because people would have went, oh shit, he's playing awful. He doesn't deserve to be a Pro Bowler.
His supporting cast is also worse than Stafford's is currently. Because D-Hop's hurt.
Sure.
I mean, Tom Brady, sure. Why not put in Tom Brady?
Tom Brady's...
He'll probably be playing in the Super Bowl again, so it doesn't even matter.
Tom Brady's
put Stafford in over him. You can put Stafford in over him when he makes the Super Bowl somehow again.
Brady's not going to the Super Bowl.
I pray. If it's Pat's Bucks, I might not even watch it.
I'll cry.
There's too
No,
many
you
stupid
gotta
narratives
watch
that are
it.
about to come out of that.
No, you have to watch it because it's the end.
Come out of that game.
No. So what's going to happen is it'll be Pat's Bucks. Whoever wins, it doesn't matter. Brady, Belichick, McDaniels, fucking Arians, Antonio
Matthew
Brown,
Slater.
Gronk, Slater, all the Brady era guys. Dante Hightower. Fuck it. I'm sorry. Aaron Rodgers, you're out. Big Ben, you're out. All of that era of players is just retiring the moment that game ends. That's it. It's done. All of them are gone. That's just what happens. Calling it now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, 100%.
At least that's the hope.
Yeah.
Is that everybody just leaves.
We can finally push that era out, yeah?
Yeah. Running backs.
Why is James Conner on the list, man?
Dude has 14
James Conner
touchdowns.
on the list?
He's the league lead, like second in touchdowns in the NFL.
Oh, whoop-de-doo.
Okay.
Alvin Kamara.
Alvin Kamara doesn't deserve to be on there at all.
I know for a fact my fantasy team can tell me that Alvin Kamara does not deserve to be a Pro Bowler.
No, he doesn't.
I used my first overall pick on that guy.
He's only got 720 yards, 4 touchdowns. He's
gosh.
averaging 3.7 yards a carry. Actually, his stats are exactly equal to James Conner, except for James Conner has 10 more touchdowns.
I don't think either of those two should be in.
James Conner's in because of the touchdowns. The only two NFC guys, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Yards-wise, Dalvin Cook is first in the NFC. Second is Ezekiel Elliott, and third is Antonio Gibson.
I think I would definitely put Zeke in over Kamara or Conner.
I think it should be Dalvin Cook, Zeke, and honestly Leonard Fournette.
Oh, Lenny for sure. Yeah, he wouldn't be able to play because he's out for the season anyway. But
but he deserved it.
100% should have been given the nod. Yeah, I really don't see many other guys qualified for the Pro Bowl.
No,
because most of the big guys in the NFC are hurt. Or
just most of the big guys are just hurt. I also am a little frustrated that Cordero Patterson didn't get a Pro Bowl nod.
Cordell Patterson, ever since the Pro Bowl being snubbed, has been like bad. Kind of funny.
Yeah, that's kind of fair.
Patterson, I don't know why he wasn't in. He's one of the most electric, and he could have gotten in at like any position. Just put him in somewhere.
Right? Returner, receiver, running back, fullback, fucking tight end. You just put him in there.
You could list him as your kick returner, but and still put him in as a running back sometimes.
Right. Just
no
he deserved to be in. He deserved to be in. 100%.
Yeah. And
especially over Kamara and Connor.
Yeah, my ideal list would be Patterson, Zeke, and Cook probably.
Yeah,
I would probably put in if I was to decide.
I think
Cook's just the only one of them who's been really healthy this year. So.
Yeah, I think I'd go Cook, Patterson, and Lenny, just because Zeke's been kind of inconsistent.
Yeah, Lenny wasn't great at the beginning of the season though. He kind of picked it up.
He picked it up, and just the dual threat of Lenny this year has been big.
Well, the thing about Fournette is the problem you were talking about with how early Pro Bowl voting ends. He didn't really start being really good until most people had already put in their ballots.
That's true.
So,
that's true.
The wide receivers completely fine.
Yeah.
Don't see any.
Yeah, I don't see a problem here.
I've seen people complaining about Debo.
That's dumb.
Debo's you got to watch some 49ers tape because Debo is just
Debo's
ridiculous.
That entire offense. Debo and Cordero Patterson are playing the same role this year. It's just Debo has a way better coach scheming him open.
People just underrate Debo because he was hurt all of last year and he didn't play.
Yep.
Before that, he was a rookie, and he was just, if you watched any of his games, he would just torch whatever defense.
Yep.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. But no, those receivers are perfect.
Receivers totally fine.
Tight ends are perfect also, too. I don't have an issue here.
I don't have a problem with Kyle Pitts. See, here's the thing.
They've been criticizing Kyle Pitts because he only has one touchdown. But
when I first saw Kyle Pitts, I thought to myself, there has to be someone better, right? But then I looked, and there isn't.
Yeah, who are you going to put in? Tyler Conklin?
No.
Big Bob
really
Tunyon?
They're good. If he had stayed healthy, he might have. But Kyle Pitts, obvious choice.
It's
the one touchdown. Remember, he has Matt Ryan as his quarterback.
And remember, who the fuck's his coach?
Heavy team. Arthur Smith.
Yeah, there you go.
Old guy from the Titans. Yeah. Here's the thing.
And also, when they get to the red zone, that's Cordero Patterson's team. They're giving it to Cordero.
Yeah. The thing is, he's their best receiving option without Calvin Ridley there.
Yeah.
So he probably draws a lot of attention from corners, as opposed to what usually tight ends get as linebackers.
Right.
He probably has the team's number one corner on him, if I'm being honest.
Right. Yeah.
The touchdowns don't worry me at all. Kyle Pitts is going to be great. And also, tight end is one of the hardest positions to be good at right away. So,
right. The fact that he's been as good as he has been is amazing.
Yeah.
Tackles, Trent Williams was obvious. Tristan Wirfs is fine.
So good.
Tyron Smith, it should be Andrew Whitworth. Tyron Smith's been bad, man. Everybody's just banking off they know his name. That's it. He's not been that good. Everson Griffin torched him for an entire game, and Everson Griffin is washed. But dude couldn't stop him.
I don't think this is true, but it looks like Tyron Smith has only played one game this year. There's no way that's true. Offensive snaps in 2021. Okay, there we go. That's better. That's better.
Tyron Smith has played 2021.
Played at least.
He's played in 10 games.
Only one game that he's played in that he hasn't played at least 75% of snaps.
I don't know if that's right. That's not right.
That's what it says here.
Of the games that he's played in, but he missed. He played every week through week 8, but then he missed 9, 10, and 11. Back for week 12. Missed week 15 and 16.
the thing is, like, people know Andrew Whitworth's name. Like, Andrew Whitworth's one of the more household names when it comes to offensive linemen.
Yeah, but he's not bigger than Tyron Smith.
Probably true.
But I mean, Tyron just hasn't been that guy this year. Ask any Cowboys fan. He's just not been the guy.
Yeah. It's
Like,
fair.
You can't be getting burned by Everson Griffin and expect me to think you're a Pro Bowler. You just can't.
It's true. Everson Griffin is not necessarily in his prime.
No, if this was 5 years ago, I'd say, okay, you got burned by Everson Griffin, whatever. It's not 5 years ago anymore, though.
Right. Yeah, I can see Whitworth. Assuming Darisaw, he's not good enough, I'm assuming?
Not yet.
Guard.
He's a tackle. He's been good, but he hasn't been great.
Darisaw's the only other one I can think of.
No, if a Vikings lineman was gonna get it, Vikings tackle, I mean, it should have been Brian O'Neill. He's been awesome. He really has been.
Fair, yeah. I do remember him during, yeah.
Darisaw, after watching him try to block Aaron Donald, yeah, he's got a ways to go. That was hilarious.
Watching anyone try and block
That's
Aaron
fair,
Donald is
but it was
pretty funny.
This was a different level of. But I mean, he's a rookie, and Aaron Donald is very different than anyone in a college.
Same thing happened to Penei Sewell when he had to go up against Aaron Donald. He just got wrecked.
Yeah, which, I mean, a lot of guys who have been pros for 10 years just get smoked by Aaron Donald. The entire Vikings O-line got smoked. Time.
Yeah.
Like, that game made me decide Donald is the greatest defensive player of all time.
100%.
Normal humans can't do what he did.
No.
Guards, I think I'm fine with.
Fine. Ali Marpet's been really good.
Yeah.
Severely underrated. Brendan Scherf, he's like the only bright spot on the Washington line this year, and Zach Martin's the best guard in football. I still think that's true.
I think he's second behind Quentin Nelson now, but either way,
they're constant
still,
switching back and forth between those two. I take either of them.
Right? I mean, you're not going wrong with either one. Kelsey and Jensen are also perfect at center. I don't see an issue there.
Yeah. Jason Kelsey, people just stopped talking about him, but he's always the best center in the NFC.
Oh, sorry, isn't it Kels?
Isn't
it Kels? Aren't we supposed to say Kels?
Technically it's Kels. Yep, technically it's Kels.
Stupid ass. Yeah. So
fullback, I think it's either Kyle Juszczyk or CJ Ham, and Kyle Juszczyk's the more fan favorite of those two.
Oh, absolutely.
Although CJ Ham might have better stats. I don't know.
I love CJ Ham, but I don't know. Let's look. I honestly kind of want a CJ Ham jersey. I kind of do.
I mean, seems like he's gonna be there a while.
Right?
He's lasted a good amount of time so far. Like.
So Juszczyk, 28 catches, 287 yards, and a touchdown. 8 carries, 22 yards, and a touchdown. What do we got for CJ Ham?
CJ Ham has to have at least one touchdown this year, right?
No, he does not.
He doesn't?
Oh, maybe, actually.
Man.
Looking at the wrong thing. Hold on. I made a fuck up. 15 catches, 117 yards. Not? What the fuck? They moved the touchdown thing. Oh. Yeah, they moved the... He does not have a receiving touchdown this year. And he does not have a rushing touchdown this year. So, I guess Juszczyk deserved it. We just haven't been using Ham as much this year. He does have 100% catch percentage, though. So.
Dang, guy's got hands.
Yeah. Juszczyk's only got a 77. So, I mean, I don't know. No, it should be Juszczyk this year. But I don't think you can go wrong with either guy, really.
No.
So, Defensive ends: Nick Bosa, Brian Burns, Cam Jordan.
I don't hate any of those.
Bosa and Burns I'm fine with. Cam Jordan feels weird. I feel like somebody's missing that like deserves to be there.
I've been watching a weird amount of Saints games recently. Cameron Jordan deserves to be a Pro Bowler.
Okay.
In my eyes.
He's
been really good. And again, it's with that situation where I don't really know who else would get in.
Right. I feel like someone's missing, but I can't think of anybody. So.
I mean, people would think of Zadarius Smith, but he hasn't played all year.
Right. And I mean, it would have been Danielle Hunter. He played in
yes, it would have been Danielle Hunter.
5 games and had 6 sacks, but he's out. So, yeah, Cam Jordan.
Oh, Robert Quinn's a linebacker. I was going to say he has 17 sacks if he didn't get in.
Yeah.
I thought Robert Quinn was an end. Never mind.
Nope, I think I'm fine with the DNs.
You're going to be a little bit surprised about my beef with the interiors because
I don't
think
Kenny Clark
should be in the Pro Bowl. I've watched every single Packer game this year. He doesn't do anything. Every single time they get a sack, it's either like it's Preston Smith, it's Rashawn Gary, or it's Barnes. I don't know Kenny Clark's stats this year. Give me a sack, but.
See, I don't know who you put in over him.
Kenny Clark has 4 sacks this year. He has 46 tackles, 4 sacks.
46 tackles, 4 sacks, you said?
Yeah.
Nope. I was thinking, maybe Sheldon Richardson deserved to get in there, but nope.
Who did he play for?
The Vikings.
Okay.
Nope. He does have a forced fumble, 4 passes defended.
What about like Fletcher Cox or Grady Jarrett?
I don't know, man. Those are all tough. It's tough.
Cox has 3 sacks and 31 tackles, so not him.
It's tough again because, we're looking at stats that are not really based on what these guys do.
Grady Jarrett only has 1 sack. Never mind. That's true.
That's not what.
I don't agree with Kenny Clark though. But again, who else would we put? I don't.
Right. That's the thing, man.
It's tough. It's just tough.
Yikes. I don't know who you put in over him. You know what's wild to me? Okay, I gotta figure this out. The Vikings lead the league in sacks. I don't know if we have a single dude on our team with 10 sacks total.
I can't think of anybody who would.
Right? I don't know.
I'm sure Sheldon Richardson's the closest.
No, he only has 2.5.
Oh.
Yeah. I gotta figure this out though. Sacks.
They have any good blitzing DBs?
Danielle Hunter has 6.
Really.
He's still at the top. DJ Wanham has 6. Kendricks has 5. Griffin has 5. Armon Watts has 5. Michael Pierce has 3. Harrison Smith has 3. Sheldon Richardson 2.5. Blake Lynch 2.
Have a bunch of guys.
Yeah, 1.5 from Dalvin Tomlinson, 1 from Nick Vigil, 1 from Xavier Woods, 1 from Cam Bynum, 1 from James Lynch, and then half a sack each for Anthony Barr and a guy I've never heard of. So, yeah, interesting. What?
For sure, interesting.
That's wild.
But the Jonathan Allen, perfect. Fine.
Yeah. And I guess Kenny Clark's the right choice for the third guy.
I guess he has to be. There's no one else.
Like, there's just no one else. Oh, wow. That's wild. It feels like there should be someone else. It really does.
Feels like there should be. But I can't think of anyone.
No. Outside linebackers, Chandler Jones, Robert Quinn, Shaq Barrett.
I don't have a problem.
I don't either.
My only thing would be switching Jones and Barrett, when it comes to starters, if I had the choice. But
Really? Interesting.
I like Shaq Barrett a lot, and Chandler Jones kind of fell off after his 5-sack game. So,
Well, okay, but a 4-sack game is falling off from a 5-sack game. So,
actually, yeah, true. all three of those guys deserve it.
yeah.
I have a little bit of a beef with the middle linebackers.
Yeah, me
because
too.
of who got in.
Because of who didn't get in?
Parsons, he is listed as the only position he doesn't play.
Yeah, right. He's an outside linebacker. He's a D end. He's played a corner a couple of times. And
he's not a middle linebacker.
Safety, no.
I'm a big Fred Warner guy.
See, I'm more pissed that Fred Warner, Roquan Smith, and Eric Kendricks aren't in here.
All three of those guys should have been on there.
They all three deserve Pro Bowl nods.
Roquan more like Kendricks and Warner.
Actually,
Roquan's really, really good.
Roquan, out of all three, is having the better season. Like,
yeah, but I think just based general skill wise,
right?
I
absolutely.
think that Kendricks and Warner are both better than him. And Micah Parsons being listed as a middle linebacker doesn't make sense. And Bobby Wagner, if it weren't for the tackles, then he wouldn't be on this list.
Tackles, and he's just a big name. That's all it is.
Yeah,
I mean,
Fred Warner should be a big name, and Eric Kendricks should be a bigger name apparently because
he should be, but he's not. I think what should happen here is Shaq Barrett should be swapped with Micah Parsons. Shaq, I don't think deserves to be a Pro Bowler this year. No, I just don't think he deserves to be a Pro Bowler this year.
Oh yeah, that's
so
what I was going to say.
Micah
too.
goes to outside linebacker, and then
put Fred Warner, Eric Kendricks, or Roquan in
you
for
put
Micah.
Two of those three guys at middle linebacker, and there you go.
And then take away Wagner. That'd be fine with me.
Just one. That way, only one dude's getting snubbed, and it's whoever. I don't care. As long as it's only one of them, you're snubbing the three best middle linebackers, not just in the NFC, but in football. For what?
100%. 100%.
What are you doing?
I will point out that I would take this NFC roster over the AFC roster any day.
Oh my God, yeah.
It's just so much better in every aspect. But yeah, middle linebacker and outside linebackers are a little bit iffy.
Yeah,
for sure. The corners, though, I'm okay. I'm okay.
Trying to think. Yeah, I think I'm good.
Trevon Diggs, Jalen Ramsey, Darius Slay's been really, really good. Marshawn Lattimore's been pretty locked down for them.
Yeah.
I don't see anybody else who would have gotten in.
I'm trying to go through every team in my head, and it's just nobody's popping out, you know.
Maybe Byron Murphy Jr. from the Cardinals having a good year. But I don't think he's having a better year than any of those guys.
Not good enough, yeah.
Jair, if he had been healthy, probably would have been on that list.
Probably, yeah. But it's just like for the AFC, Marlon Humphrey and Tre'Davious White would have been on the list if they were healthy.
They would have been on the list too if they were healthy, right? Yeah.
So,
a lot of injuries, I think.
Stephon Gilmore just didn't have enough playing time this year to get there.
Is that Jalen Johnson guy from
Jalen Johnson from Chicago would be a good one. I do know one problem with the AFC that I just remembered.
Xavier Howard?
No.
Oh.
No, it is their corners. I'm going back to look. Somebody out of that list not named J.C. Jackson. So Howard, Ward, or Moore. One of those three has to go.
For who?
Patrick Surtain.
Oh. Speaking of the Broncos, I do have a problem with the free safety for the AFC because it should have been Justin Simmons.
Or Jesse Bates from the Bengals. Or fucking Minka. What?
I kind of breezed past that one too quickly. I don't know why it's Kevin Byard.
Kevin Byard's having a great year, but
Justin
Bates
Simmons had like 5 or 6 picks as a free safety.
Yeah. Minka Fitzpatrick's had an insane year. To be fair, 90% of his biggest plays get called back on some bullshit. Like the one blocked field goal he had that was called back because he was offsides when he just timed it perfectly. That one was annoying.
I kind of forgot about Simmons and Bates and everybody.
Yeah, like
Because the AFC has like 2, maybe 3 of the top 5 free safeties in the league.
yeah, I think they have the 3 or 4 best, maybe.
You definitely could.
I mean,
With Simmons, Bates,
yeah,
Byer, maybe even Javon Holland from the Dolphins.
yeah, it's a little
those are all
early for
really,
him.
really good. Minka,
yeah. Yeah, well, we totally flubbed there. Glad I thought of it just now, but
yeah, there's nobody I would replace anybody with, I don't think, at the cornerbacks for the NFC.
now I gotta think really fucking hard because I don't want to forget
Free
somebody
safeties.
again.
Free safeties.
That one,
I want to argue Quandre Diggs. I want to argue
I want to, but
I don't know who else.
Okay, I gotta look. Well, see, here's why I don't trust PFF. Because they think Harrison Smith is a free safety. He is not and has never played free safety, but
I don't think he's ever been a free safety.
They also think Derwin James is free safety. Jamal Adams, he's not. What? I think they're just listing safeties. And yeah, there's Buda Baker. What? I'm confused.
Yeah.
Okay. PFF, go fuck yourself. Thank you.
Please and thank you. Yep.
Okay. Oh, and on the AFC side, also, Jordan Poyer deserved to be a Pro Bowler this year.
Poyer?
Yeah, Jordan Poyer absolutely deserved it
Remember
this year.
Micah Hyde? One of those two got to get in.
But no, I don't know who. I want to argue Quandre also, but
who else is there?
I don't know, man. There really hasn't been anybody. Not really.
If we think of someone, we can go back to it. But
Yeah,
right
we
now,
can always go back to it.
I'm not feeling it. Feeling anybody else at this point.
Strong safety, I'm perfectly fine with.
I'm not. I know it's fan vote, but if I had the choice, I would start Harrison over Buda probably.
Sure.
But
okay, what is with the? Okay, it's NFL Twitter, so you know it's a stupid place. Why does everybody think Harrison Smith is awful?
Because the Vikings defense makes him look awful.
Fair. I also saw a thing yesterday where they said, who's the Harrison Smith. Somebody posted that Harrison Smith's a no doubt Hall of Famer, and there were like a million comments saying no, he's not. Yes, he is. No, he's a first ballot Hall of Famer. I can promise you that. Absolutely.
See, Harrison Smith's in the same situation as Tyrann Mathieu. He plays for a terrible secondary, so he's by association going to get called bad. Like people don't call Tyrann Mathieu one of the best safeties anymore, when he probably is. But that secondary, led by Danny Sorensen and everybody, is terrible. They're in similar situations.
So I gotta find this thing real quick. It was a weird thing. Yeah. So Harrison Smith, this is his 6th Pro Bowl, right? Since 1987, Harrison Smith is one of only 2 players to have over 800 tackles, 16 sacks, 29 interceptions, and go to 6 Pro Bowls. Himself and Brian Dawkins are the only 2 to do it. He's a no doubt Hall of Famer. He's a lock.
Man,
because again, this isn't the Hall of Fame is different than fan voting like this. It's Harrison Smith, at least around the NFL and in NFL circles, is known as one of the best to best doing it now, 100%. The Hall of Fame vote, he'll win easy.
Probably.
Like, I think that's the other thing people forget about the Hall of Fame vote is it doesn't, especially for defensive players, it doesn't matter what team you were on. Your impact can be seen fairly easily.
Sure, yeah, 100%.
Long snapper being Josh Harris. Does anybody care?
No.
Congrats, I guess.
I don't even think I can name another NFC.
No.
Long snapper. I can't even name the Packers one. So.
Doesn't the Packers one look kind of cool though?
The Packers one I know is like a cool looking guy. I'll look up his name right now, actually.
Oh no, he's not.
Is he not?
Apparently not. No, he's just a dude.
Steven Wordle.
Oh, what the fuck is that name? Oh, you know who should have been is it the Bengals long snapper? He should have been the Pro Bowler. Maybe. Is that the guy I'm thinking of? Yeah. Clark Harris. Clark Harris.
So good about Clark Harris.
Long hair and a goofy ass mustache.
Oh, dude.
You know the guy. You know him. If you look him up and see him.
That's what they should do for special teams Pro Bowlers now. They should just do it based on who looks the coolest.
Right? Matt Gay being the kicker is fine. I don't think anyone else in the NFC really deserves it.
Yeah, in past years you could argue like Mason Crosby, but he's bad this year.
Yeah.
Greg Zuerlein used to be up there, but he's not really doing great for the Cowboys anymore. So, yeah. Maybe Ryan Suckup.
No, I don't think so, because he's missed like 3 game winners this year.
Technically, statistically, Dos Santos for the Bears would be up there, because he's missed like 2 field goals this year.
Yeah, Matt Gay's only missed 1, though, so game over.
Game over. Return specialist Jakeem Grant, I know all too well about him.
Yeah, but I'm pissed about it. He doesn't deserve it.
You talking about Nwangwu? That guy?
Ken ain't Nwangwu.
Your man.
God damn it. He deserves the Pro Bowl so goddamn much. Ken ain't Nwangwu.
We need to compare their return stats.
We do.
To figure out if statistically Nwangwu's better than Jakeem Grant.
Yeah.
I thought Jakeem Grant just had that one game against the Packers though. Like it really been like that good all year.
Okay, so I'm looking. Where the fuck is Pro Football Reference? There we go. It's my favorite site for stats. So kick and punt returns for Jakeem Grant started the year on the Dolphins.
Yeah, he was the wide receiver 2 for the Dolphins. Behind Devontae Parker before they drafted Waddle and got rid of him.
He has what's going on here? 24 punt returns for 307 yards, 1 touchdown. That's 12.8 yards per return. On kick returns, he has 22 for 533 yards. He's averaging 24.2 yards per return. Ken Nwangwu doesn't have any punt returns. He's not a punt returner. But he only has 13 kick returns. Doesn't sound like a lot. He's averaging 35 yards per return and has 2 return touchdowns. He's the Pro Bowler. Come the fuck on.
People couldn't figure out how to spell his name for the ballot.
He's literally double the touchdowns and double the yards per return. But it's the other guy gets it. Fuck off.
Name's too hard to say. I don't know what.
Ken ain't Nwangwu. Fucking GOAT. He's the GOAT.
The broadcasters don't want to say his name.
Oh my God. Maybe. He's the GOAT. He's already one of my favorite players.
We should try and get jobs calling the Pro Bowl this year.
Oh my God, that would be hilarious.
I guarantee it's up for grabs.
I'm sure that would be hilarious.
You and I in the booth calling the Pro Bowl.
Ken ain't Nwangwu.
Yeah, we would just sit there complaining the whole. We'd be so bad because we would just sit there. We like one of the guys that we would be complaining about would make a bad play. We'd be like, "See, this is why. This is why."
Bobby Wagner makes the tackle. Should have been Roquan Smith, but what the fuck do we know?
Roquan Smith would have made that tackle. So.
We'd either never be invited into a booth ever again, or we would get hired on the spot. It depends. We could bring in ratings.
I feel like we could probably be more successful than like at least one commentating pair currently in the NFL.
Oh, we'd easily be more successful than the Monday Night Football crew. They're so bad.
Dude, we gotta apply to be the new ESPN guys.
Dude, we should. That would be hilarious.
It'd be so funny.
It'd be so good. And then JT Gray is the special teamer. By the way, no one cares.
No one cares.
No one cares.
No one cares about you, JT Gray. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, man. You're not. You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
You're not that guy. You're not that guy. No one cares.
Oh my God, that's so tough. That's terrible. Yeah, the Pro Bowl voting's stupid. And have they announced the coaches that are going?
I don't know if they do that until later.
Okay.
You see, though. Doesn't look like it.
Yeah. I mean...
Isn't it usually just, like, the coach of the best team that didn't make the Super Bowl?
I don't know.
Let's look at past year's coaches.
Who becomes Pro Bowl coach? Inside the logistics of being a Pro Bowl coach.
The last time it was played, it was Pete Carroll and John Harbaugh. They didn't play last year. Last year was a different thing.
Right.
Because of COVID. The last time it was done, it was Pete Carroll and John Harbaugh.
Which wouldn't be right, because it should have been whoever the hell the Packers coach was at the time.
That so would have been LaFleur. It would have been his first year.
Okay, yeah. Okay. And the AFC, I think it would have been Andy Reid.
Because the Chiefs would have lost to the Patriots. That was...
That
would have been the year the Patriots. Chiefs lost to the Patriots in the Super Bowl. Not the Super Bowl, the AFC Championship.
Yep. No, it would not have. Wait.
No, because that was Brady. That was Brady's last year. That would have been the year that the...
That would have been the year that the Chiefs beat the Niners. So it would have been the Titans, so Mike Vrabel.
Would have been Mike Vrabel. Yep, because Mike Vrabel was the coach when they beat the Patriots. Yep.
Yes, yep. Huh. Weird. Yeah, so I have no clue how the Pro Bowl coaches get decided.
Nope. I think it'll probably be Matt LaFleur this year that don't make the Super Bowl. I think he's just been too good.
Yeah, probably. Where is the Pro Bowl this year?
Vegas.
That's dumb.
In the Raiders' new stadium. Yep.
God, how many Pro Bowlers are getting arrested?
Dude, I missed the Hawaii Pro Bowl, dude.
Yeah, it was like a vacation and shit.
That was back when the Pro Bowl might have been decent.
Last Pro Bowl in Hawaii. 2016. Right?
Yeah.
No, 2015 maybe. Nope, 20. I don't know. And then it was Orlando, I guess. That tracks, I think.
Oh, it was Orlando for a bit, yeah.
Man.
Dude. So the 2015 Pro Bowl, you want to hear the quarterbacks that year?
Sure.
Tom Brady, Andrew Luck, Peyton Manning, Aaron Rodgers, Ben Roethlisberger, and Tony Romo.
Sounds about right.
The running backs were Le'Veon Bell, Jamal Charles, Arian Foster, Marshawn Lynch, LaShawn McCoy, and DeMarco Murray. That's crazy.
How was it Adrian Peterson not a Pro Bowler that year?
2015?
Yeah. He led the league in rushing in 2015, I believe.
This is a 14-15 season, because this would have been taking place in 2015.
So the 2014-15 season. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I don't know what season this is because it doesn't tell me. It just says 2015. That's all it says. Who won the Super Bowl the 2014-15 season?
Wasn't Super Bowl 50 2015?
That's yeah.
That'd have been Peyton Manning and Cam Newton.
If that's
But
right,
Cam
then
Newton-
Adrian
Cam Newton
Peterson
would've been a
led the
Pro
league in
Bowler.
rushing.
Let me
So-
see.
Yeah, the league leaders in rushing were Peterson, Doug Martin, Todd Gurley, Darren McFadden, Chris Ivory, and Latavius Murray.
No, 2014-15 was New England, Seattle.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Adrian Peterson played one game that year. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
I was
that
thinking,
does make a
what
little
the
bit more
fuck?
sense.
I was like, he led the league in
Wait
rushing. How is he
a
not
second.
there? What?
Nice.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh damn. The last time there was a Pro Bowl then, what did they do for the Pro Bowl last year?
They had players play Madden against each other.
Oh, that's right. Because the last time there was a real Pro Bowl was the day Kobe died.
Yep. Yeah.
Damn. That was a
Feels
tough
like
day.
a long time ago. Yeah.
Dude, it
It's been
feels like a
rough day.
bajillion years ago.
We had to. Kobe died, and then we had to watch the Pro Bowl too.
Yeah, right?
Just-
Terrible day.
sad day.
I also still refuse to believe Kobe's actually gone. So
That was a wild day, dude. Wild day.
I just don't buy it. I don't buy it. And NBA legends don't die, so I
He's
refuse
out
to
there
believe
somewhere. He's out there
it.
somewhere.
Yeah, he's on vacation. He'll be back.
He'll be back.
Okay. Well, you got anything else you're super excited to talk about today?
Not that I can think of. Nope.
Other than Adam Thielen's out for the year and you're happy because you're a piece of
Man.
shit?
No. Thoughts and prayers up to Adam Thielen, but
No.
hey,
Yeah.
gonna make it a lot easier on us.
Oh, it is. Your life's easier.
Don't worry, Kirk would have missed him anyway.
Dude,
Kirk wouldn't hit the target.
Kirk is so bad. And
Bad
the amount,
quarterback.
dude, the amount of Vikings fans trying to defend him is insane to me.
Dude, I remember earlier in the off season when I first started doing TikToks, I got a question in the comments about whether or not I would take Baker or Kirk. And I was sitting there, and I'm 97% sure I took Kirk. Now I would take Baker, 100%.
Yeah. Yeah. Kirk might have the 4 most embarrassing plays from a quarterback in NFL history. So that's tough. That's tough. The fucking
Bears interception.
throw against the Bears,
Forever,
lining up
forever
against
in
the
our
guard,
hearts.
kneeling when he was supposed to spike the ball in a game against the Eagles. And what the fuck is the other one? Oh, the slide against Kansas City. There was no one in front of him, but he slid 3 yards short of the first down, because fuck you. I don't... Oh. God, he's so bad.
Man. I'm very glad we get to end this episode complaining about Kirk Cousins.
Dude, it's awful. I don't care who our quarterback is next year. I really don't.
You can have Deshaun Kaiser then.
Fuck it. It can't be worse.
That's what you get. You can have Deshaun Kaiser.
Can't be worse.
Trust me, he was on the Packers for a little while. It can be worse. It can be worse.
Hey, at least we'd get a good draft pick for once then. I mean, fuck it.
That's true.
No, if my team is going to be bad and make me cry every week, can we at least be bad enough that we get a good pick? Like, fuck.
True. That's true.
This is tough.
That is majorly tough.
Dude, what? Okay, that's a dumb take. If Kirk had more games like the New Orleans playoff game, more people would have recognized him as a top-tier QB. Sure, if he played like the best game of his career every week, yeah, he'd be a top-tier QB, sure.
It's just the only argument for him being a top 10 quarterback is the stats. And that's it. He isn't that really that good. He really isn't that good. I don't know, dude. I think Kirk just needs to end his career.
Dude, kinda. But I mean,
go back to Washington, do a little farewell tour. And we'll see ya. We'll see ya. Because we no longer like that, Kirk. We no longer like that.
I definitely don't like it. Get the fuck out of here. Please go anywhere else. I'm sure John Elway, the dumbest GM in the NFL, would love to have you. The tall white guy. They like you there. Go to Denver.
Either that or they draft Carson Strong.
Yes, that is a very Denver pick also. It really is, man. Denver is dumb.
Denver would pick him.
Why do you think the rumors are Denver is going to get Aaron Rodgers and not that Denver's going to get Russell Wilson? Denver took their shot at a person of color being their quarterback. It didn't work. It'll never happen again. So,
yeah, this is their excuse now. Like, see,
Teddy didn't work, so none of them would ever work. They have their excuse now.
John always just like, it's all part of the plan.
It's all part of the plan. It's all coming together. But no, I don't know. If Minnesota can either, I don't know, if we can pull off a trade where we can get rid of Kirk Cousins for a Baker, Teddy, Russell Wilson's a pipe dream, but I'd love to see it if we could do it.
Russell Wilson, I think he'll. Maybe we're saying he'll end up in Washington.
I think Minnesota can give a better deal than Washington can.
Yeah, but I don't know if Russ wants to play in Minnesota.
I think he'd rather play there than for fucking Dan Schneider.
Probably true.
Yeah, Baker, Teddy, Russ is a pipe dream, but I'd love to see it. I don't want Jimmy G. He doesn't feel any different than Kirk to me.
Yeah, I don't think anybody wants Jimmy G anymore. If Trey Lance plays well this week with Jimmy G being hurt, then that might be the last we see of him.
Jimmy G will go somewhere. I just don't know where.
He'll go quarterback the Patriots again.
Fuck it. Call up the Panthers. Maybe they'll give us Cam Newton.
Jeez. Panthers got to find a quarterback to pay and stick with it because this is getting out of hand.
They can pay Kirk and just have $60 million wrapped up in quarterbacks next year. No, next year it would be like $78 million of their cap.
Panthers, I don't know how they're not sunk in bankruptcy at this point.
Dude, I don't know. The Panthers that's a tough scene.
They're definitely one of the worst organizations right now.
You know what I would love, though, is if you're the Panthers, keep Cam next year, and then in the 3rd or 4th round, draft Malik Willis.
He's just basically mini Cam, so.
But he's a super project, so you tell him he's not starting. You even keep PJ Walker, who can be the true backup. Like, Malik Willis doesn't play a game next year unless literally everyone dies. But you let him learn from Cam, PJ Walker, and because he's a project. He is not ready to be an NFL QB.
No,
but
sir.
Cam and PJ Walker and whatever can get him there 100%.
I'm pretty low on Malik Willis for now.
I don't know about that. He's the same thing to me as what Drew Lock is. He's the guy who the quote that goes perfectly next to him, the quote that goes perfectly next to a guy like Drew Lock or a guy like Malik Willis is, your potential is going to get me killed, kid. All Drew Lock is a heap of potential without anything to show for it.
Don't you worry. When he goes 2-0 against the Chargers and the Chiefs this next couple of weeks, you won't be saying that.
Don't you worry. He's not going to win either of those games, bud.
Both of them.
He's not winning either.
400 yards apiece.
Okay.
5 touchdowns in
Dude,
both.
calm down. You're going to be lucky if Drew Lock doesn't have
defense.
17 turnovers in the next 2 weeks.
I'm buying a Drew Lock jersey. I'm doing it. I'm buying a
Please,
Drew Lock jersey.
please wait, because you literally made a bet with me 2 days ago that if he doesn't win both games, or if he doesn't win at least one of these next 2 games, you're giving up on him. So don't buy a jersey when you're about to have to give up on dude.
True.
At least wait 2 weeks.
If he wins against the Chargers this week, I'm ordering that jersey. It's over. I'm ordering the jersey.
He's
I'm on
not
the Drew
beating
Lock
the
train.
Chargers.
Ride or die, baby. The Texans just beat the Chargers.
I don't care. Drew Lock isn't as good as Davis Mills.
Okay, that's it. That's it. Now you've gone too far.
Is it? Davis Mills has been the best rookie quarterback so far.
Drew Lock's better than all the rookie quarterbacks this year.
No, he's not. He's not better than any of
Yeah,
them.
he is.
Give me any of the
He's
rookies.
better than every single one of them.
Actually,
Drew
you know
Lock's-
what? Drew Lock's better than Mac Jones. I'll give you that because I hate that guy. So
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
that's not a compliment.
Just you wait until he torches those defenses these next couple weeks. You'll see.
Just you wait
You'll
until
see.
Derwin James has 4 picks against him. Just you wait.
Nah. That ain't gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. Okay. Also, what happens to our bet if Teddy Bridgewater takes the starting job back?
Well, I don't think he will.
I don't
The
know.
next
Vic
2 games. I
Fangio's
think
in
he's-
love with Teddy, so
Teddy's hurt.
he has a
Teddy's
concussion.
pretty
He
sure
can come
done
back.
for the year. I think Drew Lock will at least start the Chargers game, and that's all he's going to need to win our bet. So, but if he somehow doesn't start either, then I don't really know what we do, because he won't play.
So what if he starts
when he-
this week, loses, but
He
doesn't start the Chiefs
starts-
game?
Well, technically he wouldn't go at least 1-1, so I would have to hop off the train.
There you go. That's all we need. Come on, Chargers. Let's go.
Okay.
I don't even care. Drew Lock can play as good as he goddamn wants. I don't care. Because you didn't say it mattered how he plays. All they have to do is lose, and you're off the train. So fucking, I don't care. Justin Herbert, game of your lifetime. Let's go.
Oh, just you wait, dude. 400 yards.
No, Herbert,
5 or
you
6
saw what Joe
touchdowns.
Burrow did, right? You're supposed to be better than Burrow. Burrow just had 525 and 4. So you need 6 and 6. Let's go.
Herbert's not doing that on the Broncos defense.
Oh,
Give me
he
a
might.
break. Give
He
me a
might.
break.
He might.
Give me a break.
He might. Keenan
a
Allen's
break.
too good.
Oh, come on, dude.
Oh
We've been
yeah.
on such a
I love
tangent.
this.
We've been on such
Yeah.
a tangent.
No, yeah. Oh, I love this. The 22 passes Drew Lock threw in his start last week and the 22 passes Teddy threw in week 15. The chart's the exact same. They're both throwing the same amount of short
Boom.
passes. It's almost
Boom.
like it's a system.
Boom. Boom.
Teddy's the only one with a completion over 20 yards, though, in this scenario. So, boom.
Was that run after catch?
No,
Charge after catch.
no,
Charge after catch. There's no shot.
there's no shot. Dude, Teddy's just better. Get over it.
No. Drew Lock. Drew Lock's the better quarterback.
Really? Again, do I have to tell you Drew Lock's stats from last season? Do I gotta do it to
They're
you?
better than Teddy's last season.
No, they aren't. They aren't even
Drew
better
Lock,
than
like
Teddy
Tyreek
this
Hill's
season.
top 15.
No. Go fuck yourself, bud. Fucking Jesus. Under 3,000 yards, 16 touchdowns, and 15 picks. Go fuck yourself.
That's That's perfect. He's gonna be so good. I can't wait.
No.
I can't wait till he gets a starting job. I'll trade Rodgers for Luck right now. I'll do it. I will do
Teddy,
it.
1,000 more yards, the same amount of touchdowns, 8 less interceptions.
Dude,
But
I would
Drew
trade
Lock's
Rodgers
better.
for Luck
Fuck
straight up
off.
right now.
And
Yeah,
Teddy also was 10% better on completion percentage.
That's not even that much.
Excuse me? That's not even that. Get the fuck out of here. You want to trade Rodgers for Lock right now?
Straight up, let's do it.
God, you are.
I want to show the world. I want to show the world that Drew Lock can win a Super Bowl.
Have fun being the worst team in the NFC North for 10 years. What are you doing?
We won't be the worst team even if Rodgers leaves. We have Jordan Love. I guarantee we'll be better than the Lions.
Did you watch Jordan Love play one game this year? It was awful.
I did, and he wasn't as bad as he could have been.
Yes, he was.
It wasn't that bad.
Yes,
I wasn't impressed. But
he
it wasn't
was.
like
Okay,
great.
he was that bad against an awful defense. The Chiefs hadn't figured it out yet. It was 3 weeks later when the Chiefs defense realized they were decent.
Fair.
So, yeah, no. No, Jordan Love is not good.
Probably not.
No, the reason the Packers have fought so hard to keep Rodgers is because they realized they fucked up. No, if Jordan Love was that guy, they would have let Rodgers leave in the offseason.
Probably.
Because that's what they did to Favre. Favre wanted to be gone. Rodgers was that guy, so they were like, fuck you, leave then.
Yeah.
We'll trade you, but we're not trading you in the NFC North because we're not stupid. So we'll send you to the Jets, and then you can go do whatever you want. And that's what he did. As he said in the America's Team thing on NFL Network, I wanted to go anywhere where I could play the Packers. The Vikings played them twice.
They did.
God, I missed 2009. It was good times.
Times.
I also missed 2017, but whatever.
Times.
I miss every time before 2017 because we didn't have Kirk, so everything was better.
Everything was okay. Yep.
Everything was okay. I miss Matthew. Nope. Sam Bradford, man.
Christian Ponder.
Okay, I don't miss Ponder. Ponder was so bad. I do miss Joe Webb. I thought that dude was going to be so good.
Case Keenum.
Keenum had a great season for us.
He did.
I don't know why all these people are talking about Case Keenum. Like right now, Browns fans saying they don't want to see Case Keenum play because there's no shot he's better than Baker is right now.
He had a good game when he played.
Do they forget what he's done in his career?
Minneapolis Miracle, man.
That Minnesota Miracle was a good one. That was a good one. That whole season from Case was pretty good. Not gonna lie to you.
Since considered, yeah.
I mean, he as a starter went 11-3, completed 68% of his passes, 3,600 yards, 22 touchdowns, 7 picks. That's a good season.
Pretty good season.
I'm not saying it's a great season. Like, he wasn't MVP or nothing. But compare that to what you literally just saw from Baker.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, my God. So, yeah, veteran QBs who could be available this offseason. Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, Deshaun Watson. As much as I like Deshaun Watson as a quarterback, I don't know what happens with him. So, Derek Carr. I love Derek Carr. I'd love to see him in Minnesota. That'd be fun.
Probably
Teddy
go to
Bridgewater,
Cleveland.
Marcus Mariota, Jameis Winston, and Mitch Trubisky. I don't think I want Mitch Trubisky.
Mitch, MVP.
MVP, not valuable player.
Nickelodeon valuable player, actually.
Not very player. He's just not very
Justin
player.
Herbert also won an MVP. So, what are we gonna say about those two? They're the exact same player. They're both the same skill level.
ESPN insider Bill Barnwell proposed 2 Minnesota Vikings quarterback offseason dominoes. Send Kirk Cousins to the Eagles for a first-round pick, and Teddy Bridgewater re-signs with Minnesota. I would be the happiest motherfucker in the world if we got a first-round pick and Teddy Bridgewater out of Kirk Cousins. Oh. I would have... Oh, my God. I'd have a day.
Yeah. Vikings fans would. Yeah.
That would be so good. Please let that happen. Football gods, I'm looking at you. God, okay. We should probably wrap this up. We've been rambling for like 20 minutes.
We have been. Yep.
Going on tangents that lead to other tangents. Anything else you want to say to the people?
I'm all good. Appreciate you having me.
Hey, thank you for being on. And thank you for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
See ya.